Hi everyone. I just really want to talk about this thing. It involves Ivana Alawi, very well-known actress, and it also involves. Sorry about that. It also involves online gambling, as she is low-key and very insidiously, promoting it to people, and I think even more so to the vast majority of the people who views her videos are the most I think at risk of developing an addiction to gambling. So I think that's like counterintuitive if you're into really like helping people. Let's try and take a peep at this article by Rappler. So let's take a little look here. All right. Oh shoot. All right. So Ivana Alawi promised iPhone and the siren call of online gambling. So betting on responsible gaming as an innocuous way to entertain oneself is a fool's exercise, and content creators pushing for it may drive vulnerable people to ruin. Of course, diba? Yeah, something about Ivana Alawi, blah 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 blah. It'll only cause you potentially constant exposure to gambling ads after the follow as a result. Yeah, like I mentioned, that's low-key evil, right? Like these this kind of thing is what I think you would see from like movie villains or someone who I just don't understand. And I think she just won like what they call a FAMAS award or something like that for being for what's that, public service or something like that. And and then after that, immediately after that article, they showed me this that she was linking Casino Plus to or plugging it to the giveaway. I think it's because it's Casino Plus themselves. I think that gave the money from for to buy those iPhones to give away, but it requires you to comment there and then comments on the Casino Plus post, which also and I think I don't know, man. It breaks my heart because really, like, it really left me wondering. Isn't she like super rich already? I don't think she needs that much more. I think engagements. I think with just basic her most normal, routine YouTube videos get like millions of views, right? So I don't understand. It's why do why collaborate with these. I know a lot of like art like actresses and actors here in the Philippines already have deals with them, if I'm not mistaken. Who else? Vice Ganda, Zainab, Vic Soto, Heaven Preleraho, or something. I never really uh knew or found out how to say her name correctly. But what I'm saying is it's really sad. It makes me really like, do we not have like a limit to our greed? Yeah, or to our need for, I don't know. Tas yung dadamay pa kayo, you're just going to drag all of these vulnerable people to be even more in a more vulnerable state than they already are, with all of the billboards promoting online gambling, and now it's on their phones too, and it's being promoted by this super famous actress. And to top that off, just as a cherry on top, it's being tied into a free iPhone. That is like the perfect trap for a vast majority of Filipinos. Like, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. That's why I think it's so despicable and diabolical. I think it appeals so much to the current, I don't know, zeitgeist of the Filipino psyche, and it's like match made in heaven. It's like peanut butter and jelly. Actually, no, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are good. So it's more of like wall socket and fork. That's the kind of combo it is. Promoting you know, gambling and having a giveaway tied into it, promoted by one of the most prominent, I think, actresses right now. It's just so people. It surprises me that there's a group of people who sat in a room and concocted this plan. You know, who orchestrated this, and they were like, you know what? That's absolutely genius. Imagine how much money we can make out of this. You know, how much people will follow our page and how many people we can reach, you know, with our online gambling ads. Imagine how many more will be addicted to gambling with this thing that we're going to do. And then I imagine around another 10 more people in the room were like, a most judicious choice. Parang, it's it makes me so much. I don't know, because personally, you know, I know people who are really into like playing in this online casinos and this online slot machines that have a really hard time, you know, beating, you know, their newly built habit of playing these, because you know they do get like just like a significant amount of money by playing it, by risking also, you know, they fail to realize it. It's more of like, you know, the gambler's fallacy and whatever, you know, that there's always like a chance of winning. Maybe this time I didn't, but next time I'll, you know. So I see its effects firsthand, and it just makes me surprised that, you know, her, I don't know if she has like a PR team or whatever, hasn't thought that through, that there will be backlash. But I think the backlash, I think, is still okay to them. At least I don't know how they work. I'm not like a PR person. I'm not like a famous person. So I don't know. It's just that it's so evil, I think, but in a low key way, because it's, you know, it has the mask of like beautiful Ivana Alawi, and then another mask of having a giveaway. So it's not really bad because she's giving away like 100 something iPhones. So why could that be bad? That's helpful actually, right? You know, so that's really, that's all I want to talk about in this video. I think it's just really, I don't know, integrity has a price, I guess, nowadays. So yeah, and also I'd like to, nothing. It sucks. I don't subscribe to that. So I'm just not a fan.